So in this week's episode, we already know from the preview that there's been yet another time jump. So I'm thinking that all of the craziness from last episode has probably cooled down, but there might be some grudges held from what happened. Wouldn't really be shocking if that were true. And now with Lanewar out of the picture, Daemon and Rhaenyra, as we know, are married, so I'm thinking that we'll probably get to see how married life is treating them, which should be especially interesting considering Rhaenyra is now married to somebody that she shares mutual attraction with. It also seemed like from the preview that the Hand, Otto Hightower, is taking on some of the king's duties, and I think that that is going to be because the king isn't doing too well. We saw last episode that his health was declining, his mind seemed like it wasn't all there anymore, and I don't know exactly how much time has gone by since the last episode, but it's got to be at least a few years because they've replaced some of the actors, like the children are replaced with adult actors now. So it's probably enough time that it would justify him really not being capable of doing all of the responsibilities that he's supposed to take care of. So the Hand would be the next person to step up and take care of a lot of those things. But that should be pretty interesting to see how that plays out. But because this episode is taking place at least several years in the future, there's not a whole lot of predictions that we can make about what else we can expect to see. So let's just kick off episode 8.
It's been near 6 years since I last saw my lord husband, Maester.
6
I
years.
must
Ship's Maester said he burns from within.
Oh, that's not something you want to hear about your husband. Oh, she's all grown up. Obviously, we knew that going into this, but she looks pretty.
The sea snake is strong.
I have seen blood fever overcome men half his age.
Well, try to stay a little positive. Jeez, that's your brother.
I love my brother,
Okay, he loves him.
but we must be honest with ourselves. Who will take the Driftwood throne?
My grandmother seems quite comfortable here.
I am the sea snake's own blood. The closest kin he has left. And you know it.
The matter has been decided.
Boy, those kids being bastards has created problems everywhere.
Driftmark is mine, by all rights. And while I should like your support, I do not need it.
Ooh. Eggs. Was Daemon was just shimmying down that wall like that? Shouldn't he be a bit older by now? I mean, some older people can do that kind of stuff. It's just, I'm impressed.
Meister Kesimadas, Sir Mastas, and Drift Markot, Abrasma Bela.
And landed at the Blackwater Rush.
Dranyot.
Dranyot. Come on, Jace.
Perhaps that's enough for this morning.
No, I want to keep going. A king should honor the traditions of his forebears.
Leave us.
Joffrey, come.
I'm trying to observe the chemistry between them. I got nothing. Not yet.
Raymond cares only about Driftmark and the Velaryon Nine, not about our politics. Has the Viper's venom spread so far?
Those vipers rule in my father's name.
Oh, she's pregnant.
To King's Landing.
Okay, so I'm guessing that the chemistry is still good between them. Married life is treating them well.
Welcome back, Princess.
And who the heck are you?
Lord Caswell.
Lord Caswell? Still, who the heck are you?
And the extent to which we exploit those is contingent on the harbour masters, the festival.
Oh, Alison's sitting where the king normally sits in the council meetings.
Exhaustive accounting.
So the High Towers are really running the show in King's Landing right now. Probably have been for a decent amount of time, I'd guess. Oh, this guy's a twin! I remember him in the book. Eric. Yeah, they're twins with very similar names.
Father?
Ooh. You can hear him wheezing. Damn. So it looks like he's lost an eye. Damn. I feel so bad for Viserys. Every episode, just feel bad for him.
Father.
This is really bad, though.
I'm here with Daemon.
I was just talking about how Daemon doesn't really seem like he's aged. He's able to do all these crazy physical things. And Viserys, he's the older brother, but I don't think he's that much older that there should be this big of a difference. It just kind of goes to show how crappy Viserys' luck is.
There is a petition to decide upon the succession of Driftmark and the heir to the Driftwood throne.
Listen to Nod. See to all that business now.
No, brother.
They're like, nope, we need you.
Something happened to Lord Corlys.
Uh-oh.
Someone we wish to introduce you to.
Oh, I hear babies. Oh, she had babies with Daemon already? So she's not pregnant with the first baby.
Father,
Not
this is
Aegon.
Aegon, and this
Viserys.
is Viserys.
Oh my goodness.
Now that is a name fit for a king.
Well, at least these kids actually look like the man that Rhaenyra is married to. Viserys' actor is so good. I actually I feel so I just really feel for him. I almost feel like I'm hurting myself watching him. He's so convincing.
I brought her here immediately. She's seen no one else, Your Grace.
Tell me your name.
It's Diana, Your Grace.
I've never seen anybody more terrified before. What did she do?
I understand you found yourself in some trouble.
I asked him to stop, Your Grace. He did. Truly. You must believe me.
Oh no. They're talking about Aegon. That piece of shit. Okay.
I know it wasn't your fault. I believe you. You do?
Okay, I'm glad she's being sympathetic and not just immediately taking her piece of shit son's side.
You were alone with the prince, were you not?
Yes.
And no one else saw what happened between the
Look at her! And you know what your son's been like?
I wouldn't dream of anything another word to anyone, Your Grace.
I know you won't.
She's like, I know you won't because I'm gonna have you killed. She better not.
For your troubles.
Oh, she's giving her money? I was actually really scared there that she was gonna have this girl killed somehow. Oh, she's giving her moon tea though. Taking care of that before it becomes a problem later on down the line.
It's best to be certain.
Jesus, this poor girl.
Aegon!
Okay, she's pissed at him. Thank goodness.
Get up!
Something happened.
Diana. The serving girl. Aegon, the one you sent fleeing from your company.
Oh, it was just harmless fun.
Oh my goodness.
Why? What is it today?
Oh! We need to get like a slap counter going for all the times she slaps him. I'm sure that won't be the last one.
You are no son of mine.
I've done everything you've asked me to. And I try so hard, but it will never be enough for you all.
Oh my god, shut up! In the first episode, dudes were getting their genitals cut off for what you just did. So you should consider yourself lucky.
Princess Rhaenyra. And Prince Daemon. My father and I are mere stewards of the king's will and wisdom.
I'd be surprised if he could remember his own name or if you could.
King Viserys' condition has worsened since you saw him last.
Which authority will sit in judgment of my son's claim on his own inheritance?
That would be mine. The father is just and commands me to forget the accusations you have held in this room today.
So Alicent's really leaning on religion these days. Oh my gosh, that guy's fighting himself. He's got a clone. Okay, pause really quick. If you haven't seen the show The Last Kingdom, do yourself a favor and go watch it. If you have seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. I'm just so excited that the actor who played Baby Monk is in House of the Dragon now, and we get to see him again since The Last Kingdom has come to an end. This is one of the most exciting scenes or moments in the show for me so far. I absolutely loved the character that he played in The Last Kingdom. And actually, Helena was in The Last Kingdom in the most recent season, but her character wasn't as lovable as this guy. Okay, well, continue now.
We went in Tawny's in no time.
I don't give a shit about Torrens. Nephews?
What a different character. Oh, that's all I'll say. I'm just very excited.
He may yet live.
But we must be prepared if he does not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There's a possibility he'll survive, and then all this is for nothing. And I guess they'll just continue things as normal.
The next Lord of the Tides will be deeply in your debt, Your Grace, as will Driftmark, in all its strength.
He's like, money. Money could be coming your way.
You intend to advocate for yourself? I loved your son. You may not believe it to be true, but I did. I did not order his death. I'll make you an offer. Back Luke's claim, and let us betroth Laena's children to mine. Baela will be queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
It's a pretty good offer.
And her sons will be heirs to the throne.
But tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow, and I must stand alone.
So is that a yes or a no, or that was kind of weird?
The Song of Ice and Fire, do you believe it to be true? It was our duty to hold the realm united against a common foe.
I don't think you're gonna get that many answers out of him.
If you wish me to bear it, then defend me. And my children.
I want to have supper, Otto.
I was like, yeah, that's not my job.
It is tonight. I want us to dine together. Bring milk of the poppy.
My goodness. Poor guy's withering away.
As hand, I speak with the king's voice on this and all other matters.
I think the best thing that we could see happen is that Corlys survives, and then he realizes what they tried to do after they thought he was going to die, and then maybe he can try to say, like, no, this is what's going to happen, and just to avoid this happening in the future when he actually does die. But we'll have to see what happens to him.
The true, unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
If you cared so much about your house's blood, Sir Vaymond, you would not be so bold as to supplant its rightful heir. No, you only speak for yourself and for your own ambition.
That would actually be such a solid argument if he really was a Velaryon.
You may now speak for your son, Lucerys Velaryon.
I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years ago in this very...
Ooh.
King Viserys of House Targaryen!
Viserys made it. The look of concern on their faces.
I will sit the throne today. Your Grace.
Yeah, get off him. He's a champ. He's got this. I hope he does, at least. Oh, please make it up there. Oh no, you dropped your crown. Okay, that's really sweet. I like that. He's helping his brother. I like the few moments where you get to see Daemon's human side. Daemon's got a soft side. You don't see it much, but it's there.
As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jace and Luke to Lord Corlys's granddaughters, Baela and Rhaena. I heartily agree.
They're like, damn.
Settled.
Why did Aegon seem to like that? Does he just like the chaotic stuff in general?
And the next Lord of the Tides.
Well, I guess that's that.
You break law and centuries of tradition, yet you dare tell me who deserves to inherit the name Velaryon.
Okay, you can't talk to the king like this. I know you're pissed, but...
Do not forget yourself, baby.
Yeah, be careful, dude.
That is no true Velaryon.
Oh, goodness.
My house survived the doom, and 1,000 tribulations besides, on the account of this. Say it.
Oh.
Her children.
Oh, no.
Are bastards!
Oh.
She is a whore.
See ya. You're done. You cannot come back from that. You cannot talk to the king that way. I understand the passion, but...
Well, have your tongue for that.
Goodness gracious, this show.
He can keep his tongue.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess, Daemon had to defend his wife's honor. Boy, this show. I get why he was very passionate about his house and the future of his house, especially since they're very proud. They've got a lot of money. They're very ancient, like the Targaryens. But what do you think is going to happen when you're just shouting that stuff out at the king? Well, I don't think he thinks much now because he's dead. Oh, that's so gross. It's like the people that are responsible for doing this, like they bring them the body and they're like, okay, so today you gotta reconnect this part of the head to this part of the head. Good luck. That would suck to have that job. Oh my god, Rhaenyra and Alicent sitting like... Really quick pause. I have to do this. Hold on, just check this out. Gotta find the page first. This picture from the book is what I think of. It just got me excited. I remember that picture so well. Continue. He's not walking around anymore. That was enough for probably the rest of his life.
Prayer before we begin. Yes. And to Vaemon Velaryon, may the gods give him rest.
Well done, Jace. You'll finally get to lie with a woman.
Let us toast as well.
Why would they be sitting next to each other? Just why?
You do know how the act is done.
Oh my gosh.
At least in principle.
Oh, I'm a bit worried to see him without that. Okay, yeah. I was rightfully worried. I feel bad. And he doesn't look like that in real life, but I don't want to talk shit. The people that work in the makeup department on this show, they deserve good money. They did an amazing job.
And for the sake of this old man.
Yeah.
Who loves you all so dearly.
Yeah, do it for him. How can you say no to that face? Seriously, though. He loves you all. How can you say no? Do it. Be nice to each other.
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen. I must admit that no one has stood more loyally by his side than his good wife. And for that, she has my gratitude. And my apology.
That was really nice. All right, let's keep it going. Keep it going.
We have more in common than we sometimes allow. You will make a fine queen.
Otto's like, what? No, this isn't what we talked about. This isn't part of the plan. That seemed really sincere on both their parts. And that makes me very happy for Viserys.
I regret the disappointment you're soon to suffer.
Oh my goodness.
If you ever wish to know what it is to be well satisfied, all you have to do is ask.
Ew! Oh. Ooh. Having a little standoff.
To Prince Aegon and Prince Aemond, I hope we may yet be friends and allies. To you and your family's good health, dear uncles.
To you as well.
Beware the beast beneath the boards.
He's gonna uncomfortably sit back down.
It isn't so bad. Mostly he just ignores you. Except sometimes when he's drunk.
Oh my goodness. Anna's reaction to what she said. That was pretty cute. It's kind of sad though. I feel bad for her having to be married to Aegon. Oh, he's like trying to undermine Aegon by being nice to her, or he might just genuinely want to be nice to her. It's like, I will show your wife a good time. Aw. Because you probably never do. Well, this is nice. Everybody seems happy and they're mostly getting along. Aegon just kind of sucks though, but this is so nice for Viserys to get to experience this moment in what is probably the end of his life. That makes me happy for him. Oh, well, at least he got a brief moment of that. It's better than nothing. Oh, they put the pig in front of Aemon. Dude, don't provoke him. Oh, you provoked him. Everything was going so well.
to the health of my nephews, Jace, Luke, each of them handsome, wise, strong.
Oh, he went there.
Come.
He went there.
To these 3 strong boys. I dare you to
He
say
went
that
there
Why?
again.
Do you not think yourself strong?
Oh, goodness. Did anybody else notice that he just got punched in the face and still held on to his cup? I don't think a single drop spilled out of there.
Oh, it seems my nephews aren't quite as proud of theirs. Wait!
They listen to Damon. What is with the weird looks between these two? Are you gonna say something? No? Next time? What the heck? Something's going on there. Look at Otto looking at Alicent, going to her.
I think if we go back to Dragonstone.
Aww.
Return on Dragonback.
The king and I would both like that.
So heartfelt, so heartwarming. I like this. They seem like those two are still willing to get along. I mean, they've got their friendship from their childhood to remember. They have these fond memories from when they used to be friends. And the boys, I don't know. I think it's just always going to be a big pissing contest with them. But it is actually really nice to see that Alicent and Rhaenyra both sincerely want to get along again. At least there's that. You little spy. Yeah, there's spies all over King's Landing, but I guess we're not done with the White Worm. Please give him the milk of the poppy now.
What do you want it to do? I believe it to be true.
Believe what to be true, my king?
Aegon, the Song of Ice and Fire.
I don't understand myself.
To unite the realm against the cold.
Ooh.
The dark. You must do this.
I think I see where this is going. Oh, she's gonna interpret that probably not in a good way.
I understand, my king.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, this is so hard to watch. This poor man. Is he dead? All right. Let's check out the preview for the next episode. I thought that he died at the end of the one episode, which would not have, like the one where he collapsed on the ground at Rhaenyra and Laenor's wedding, which wouldn't have gone along with what happens in the books. But I think I've said this before in the other episodes, that I don't always expect them to go exactly by the book. So that's why I'm always thinking like, well, this could be this moment just happening at a different time, or they could be switching this thing up a little bit. You never know. And I also don't remember a lot of the smaller details from the book. It's been a couple of years since I last read it. I should have read it again leading up to this, but I'm just kind of talking while we go through the credits.
The king is dead.
Ah, he is dead! It's gonna go...
You told me you wish for Aegon to be king.
It's gonna get crazy.
The door remains shut until we finish our business.
Ooh.
I found out something you should know.
Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
It's about to go down, I think. We'll see. All right, well, let's not jump ahead. Let's talk about the episode that we just watched. I really liked that Viserys, in what we now know were his final moments, got to see his family getting along again. I don't know that that's gonna last, but at least from his point of view, when he died, he was under the impression that they were getting along and that everything was fine again. I don't know if he believed that it would stay that way, but he got to have that moment, and I think that that's pretty great. It was unfortunate, though, that the boys, they had that whole... They're just never going to get along. I think that that's just what that is. At least with Alicent and Rhaenyra, they used to be friends, so they have that to look back on and to still have some respect for each other. Like, they can think about those memories, and they probably value that a little bit, I'm guessing, but we'll have to see if that's another thing, if that's gonna last. I'm thinking about the characters, and because some characters can grow a lot and there can be some development, and sometimes they can become worse, they can become better. And I still feel pretty much the same way about a lot of the characters that I did. With the kids, though, you don't really know how they're going to turn out, and we've gotten a pretty good idea of what Aegon was like. He seemed like a little turd the last time we saw him, or the first couple of times that we saw him, after he was no longer a baby, that is. And he's older now, and he's still a turd. I do not like Aegon. I think he is a terrible person. Aemond, at least, he seemed like he had a good head on his shoulders. This episode, we didn't really get that good of an idea, but I want to see him all the time, as long as they don't change actors again. My goodness, please keep that actor. I want to see Osferth, Baby Monk, and the rest of this series. That would make me very, very happy. And Helena, I mean, she seems pretty chill. I don't think that she's going to cause any problems, but Rhaenyra's boys, the two eldest ones at least, the strong kids, they seem like they're nice. I mean, Lucerys didn't really talk very much, but Jacaerys, I almost called him Jaehaerys. Jacaerys seems like he's a nice kid. He seems like he wanted to really learn and make sure that he would be a good king when he becomes king someday. So I don't really see anything that problematic with them as far as their personalities go. But the fact that they are bastards and everybody knows about it is problematic within itself. All in all, pretty good episode. I'm extremely excited, though, to see what happens next. 2 more episodes of the season, and then we're done for, it's got to be at least a year. It's going to be wild. I don't know exactly what to expect, but I'm very sure that it's going to be wild. All right, well, that's all I got to say about this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in episode 9.